Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to Fifi and Gigi's tarot readings. Thank you very much, Sagittarius, for joining me. I hope you're all doing absolutely amazing. So, this week's tarot reading, moving on. But how do we move on, and what have we learned from this experience? We're going to be covering quite a lot here today, Sagittarius. So, this specific tarot reading is for those who need to let go. They're ready, they're moving on, but of course, perhaps you need closure. Perhaps there's more to the story, and we want to know, okay, what lies ahead once we let go. So let's find out, Sagittarius. We'll be using the light seers. And of course, when I mean letting go, I am referring to letting go of your person when you know it no longer serves you. You know it's run its course. But what's ahead? What is it that you can expect from moving on? Let's get started, Sagittarius. Okay, let's just clear the cards. So, Sagittarius, the energy behind the deck, we do have the Two of Cups, the Knight of Cups, but also the Ten of Swords. And I can already say that you were highly invested in this relationship. I'm going to say you were actually fully in love with this person because you actually got to experience a different kind of romance. Then you also experience the biggest disappointment with the Ten of Swords. So, what a huge shift from the Two of Cups to the Ten of Swords. That's how far I will go back. But you may have also even received some news from your person. Perhaps your person said something, they delivered some sort of news which led to the Ten of Swords, where you're feeling backstabbed, you're feeling like you're hitting rock bottom, and not just that, you're feeling betrayed almost. And if you looked at the Ten of Swords, the person, each card is different, but this person is turning their back too. So it's like you've completely turned your back on this situation because you don't trust the situation, you don't trust your person, and if anything, you're ready to move on because the person's on the heel. Do not forget that the Ten of Swords also rolls over to, of course, the Ace of Swords, where you will be getting mental clarity. Okay. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at the first card. So the first card, what is it that you are leaving behind? There you go. Sagittarius, you have the world. So this means wrapping things up, getting closure, ending a cycle. You've gone through the worst. Now, Sagittarius, the worst is behind you. And the good thing about the world is your oyster now. Because you've ended a cycle, you're ready for other opportunities. You're ready to experience new things. This does roll over to the Fool, number 0. You've come to the end of the major arcanas, number 21, and this rolls over to number 0, Aries energy. We actually are in Aries energy right now, so do expect changes now, things to shift. The world, because it's a big major arcana, you need to worry so much, the how, the when. No, your spirit team's got you covered, Sagittarius. Why has it been so hard to let go? Yeah. You got the Eight of Cups. So it has been difficult because you are leaving behind 8 cups. And think about it, the Eight of Cups represents the dating, the happiness, and they have all fallen in the water. You're going towards the sun, though, Sagittarius. You are going towards your ninth cup, your card of happiness. You're finding your true happiness. And you've already turned your back. And just like behind the deck, when I showed you the Ten of Swords, again, you're turning your back on this situation. And here you're coming full circle, but you're going after your own happiness. It's been difficult. to, like, it's been hard to let go. Why? Because you were fully invested, fully in love. There was an attachment and almost like a huge disappointment. That's what I'm getting through here, like a huge disappointment. So, what have you learned? What has been the wisdom or the strength gained, even from the past? Yeah, you've got to think about this, Sagittarius. As much as you were in love with this person, look at the Nine of Swords. This is showing me that it's been difficult in the past. The Nine of Swords is showing me that there has been a lot of sleepless nights where there has been fear, guilt. How has your person been influencing and making you feel, Sagittarius? Because at the moment, there's fear, and you've got to think about this. A lot of times, even with relationships, when they do fall apart, it's very easy for the other person to finger point you, to blame you, to put everything on your shoulders. It's too easy. So sometimes it's very easy for our mind, because this is a very big mental card. It's very easy for us to accept that. It's like, oh my God, yes, this is all my fault. No. So, Nine of Swords, it's showing me, especially in the past, it has been mentally challenging, very mentally challenging. Perhaps a person wasn't treating you well, was manipulating you, was toying with your emotions, making you feel guilty, perhaps criticizing your career, how you dress yourself, or how you present yourself. Perhaps your person didn't have your back with other family members, where other family members perhaps were attacking you, or just trying to run the show too. You can already see it has been stressful. But remember this, Sagittarius, the worst is behind you, because this has given you quite a lot of wisdom. And you're probably wondering, how is this giving me wisdom? It has, because now you know better. Now you know if anything were like this were to happen, you would stop it in the moment. And this is why, Sagittarius, you are presented with the bow and the arrow. Opportunities will come to you. This is why you've got the world. With the bow and arrow, you know, you shoot for the stars, but you leave behind all of this, which is fantastic. Let's have a look. Where are you now emotionally? Okay, so we do have now Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles is also known as the student card. So you're even learning about yourself, Sagittarius. You're learning about yourself, learning about your emotions. And not just that, you're becoming a lot more curious too. So you may be connecting with family and friends online, catching up with people that you haven't caught up with in a while. And you may be a little bit inspired to go back to school. You may think about, you know what, I've always wanted to study this. I've always wanted to do that. And I never got the chance because I was with my person. It was too hectic. It was never available. You may be exploring other things that you want to do for you, not for someone else. This is purely about you now, Sagittarius. So you may say, yeah, I want to do this. I'm putting myself first. So there's going to be a lot of learnings here, but you're grounding yourself too. Look at the difference from the Nine of Swords to the Page of Pentacles. Look at this person. They're almost like in a yoga pose, a tree pose. But they're keeping themselves grounded. That is amazing. So very important, Sagittarius, that you ground yourself. A lot of people ask me, how do I ground myself? Very simple. Go outside, you take off your shoes, let your bare feet touch the grass, Mother Nature, to ground you. And look at the reality too. This is also telling, well, what's the reality of the situation? What were the learnings? The reality is that there was a situation with both parties were accountable, not just Sagittarius, because what I'm getting, the energy that I'm getting here was just a lot of blame and finger pointing. Okay, what's going to help you to heal and to move forward? Okay, so we do have the Page of Cups. So what will help you now to move forward is being open now to more opportunities, better people to meet. Now, there is going to be someone, there's going to be some sort of surprise message. And we're going to clarify this because I feel that there is a new opportunity literally just around the corner from you. Notice that we have the Page of Cups and also the Page of Pentacles. Sagittarius, you may be going, or you may communicate with someone. It could be online, it could be through a dating app, could be through social media, but something is going to lead to messages, you and a new person. But this can also lead to in-person communication. Now, this is going to really trigger you, Sagittarius. Why is it going to trigger you? Because you're going to see the huge difference between the person that you're moving from versus the person you're going towards. There's a big difference. Notice that the happiness around here, where this person's heartbeat is pumping, they're like smitten. I do feel Sagittarius, you're going to be smitten. You're going to be kind of like love at first sight. A lot of people don't believe that, but it can happen. Absolutely. And what lies ahead? Clarity with the Ace of Swords, mental clarity. I said at the beginning of the tarot reading, remember Sagittarius, the Ten of Swords rolls over to the Ace of Swords, and look what you ended up with, the Ace of Swords. Now look at the stairs, it's spiraling down to the unconscious mind. So the unconscious mind will be learning new things. The unconscious mind is going to be open to ideas, situations, and opportunities. In other words, your mind is really going to be letting go a lot of BS and being very open to newer opportunities. This is excellent. So don't forget also with the Ace of Swords, it does also mean breaking through challenges. So what does that mean, breaking through challenges, if it's such a mental card? If you're thinking, when we tell ourselves that I'm a failure, I'm not good enough, no, you're going to completely disregard that. Why are you going to disregard that? Because that holds absolute no truth. It holds no truth. It's too global. There's no hard evidence to prove that you're not good enough or you're a failure. No. So I do love that. Mental clarity. You're going to have this aura of determination. Okay. Sagittarius, we're going to clarify. So I'm going to use the Mermaid deck now. Have a look. Okay, what does Sagittarius need to know, please? The world. Tell me, please, about the world. Unbelievable. You have your Nine of Cups. Amazing. Look what I said here with the Eight of Cups. Again, you're going towards your ninth cup. There it is. The Nine of Cups. You're going towards true happiness. Moving on and letting go is probably the best thing you can do, Sagittarius, in your situation. It's just been way too stressful. Look at this. Look at this person surrounded by nine cups. There's celebrations. There are good times coming up. So, Sagittarius, if you do get invited to like events, social events, go. Make sure you go because you're going to be having a lot of fun. You're surrounded and protected by really good people. So, lots of celebrations here. The Eight of Cups, also with the Ace of Swords. Notice that the Ace of Swords has come out twice now. Again, that's mental clarity. You know that letting go was the right thing to do. Moving on was the right choice. You didn't have to overanalyze it or question it. You just knew it was the right thing for you to do, to move away from this situation, to move on. Why? Because you have that mental clarity. This situation was already taking a toll on you, Sagittarius. It wasn't good for your soul, your spirit, your body. No. it was just too much. And I am feeling a very heavy energy with this situation where it was almost like a burden, this person, like kind of like crushing your spirit, just really. I feel like Sagittarius, you're very optimistic, you're very positive, while your person has this energy of just bringing everything down. Well, no, this is good with the Ace of Swords. Seven of Cups. Again, we look at the Seven of Cups, and I understand that, especially with the Nine of Swords, it is that mental anguish. But at the same time, we're learning that, wait a second, Sagittarius, you have options and choices. Not everything does last forever. It's true. And perhaps even during the relationship, you may have asked yourself, does this person really love me? You may have questioned how they've treated you, or their morals and their values versus your values. So I feel like, especially in the past, you've questioned a lot of things. And perhaps it's normal in a relationship where we may turn a blind eye and say, no, everything's fine. This person loves me. I love them. Everything's fine. As you can see here, you had the Two of Cups. There were moments of happiness. But at the same time, the Seven of Cups does show when there is an overwhelm of emotions where we're feeling confused, we're feeling stuck, and we don't know what to do. So I do wonder if there was any manipulation too in the past where your person may have gaslighted, or they may have caused a bit of confusion in you. And confusion does lead to, of course, the Nine of Swords. So this was a huge lesson for you, not a loss, but a lesson for you, Sagittarius. The Page of Pentacles. I like it that you're grounding yourself, also clarified with the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles grounds herself. I love the energy, how much it's shifting for you, Sagittarius, because now you're being represented as someone of high honor, someone that has everything together. What I also do like, if you look at the Nine of Swords, it's a very heavy energy, but now we are seeing a very gentle side. Your feminine side is coming through, Sagittarius, where you're keeping yourself grounded, but at the same time, you're not forgetting about your other responsibilities. Other responsibilities can be, hey, you know what? I haven't given my family and friends enough attention, or I've got to look after my business, perhaps, or my career, whatever it is that's very important to you, you will be giving it a lot more value now. Because more importantly, as you go through this energy, you're seeing the reality of the situation. It's like you're snapping out of it. You're snapping out of the BS. It's like, oh, wait a second. I can't believe I put up with that. I can't believe I let that happen. It's okay, Sagittarius. Don't blame yourself, because everything in life is a lesson. Everything it is. It gains us experience and knowledge. So I like this already. Now, you also may be receiving healing from someone of an earth sign too. Someone that's could be a mother too, or a close friend that is married, that may give you really good insight. This could be, and like I said, remember the Page of Pentacles is the student. So this could be a teacher, this could be a mentor, even a psychologist or a counselor. They can give you really good advice on and give you really shed light on this entire situation. Page of Cups. Wow. Okay. So now we have the Tower. So what's going to happen to heal? Now, I feel Sagittarius, this new person that's coming through, I feel like you're not going to see it coming. It's going to be a bit of a shock to you. It's going to be a happy surprise. Because look at the tower here. This tower is broken. It was quite obvious that the person that you were with, the one that you had to move on from, the foundation was just not working. It wasn't working. So what do we do? The tower also represents transformation, release. When you release yourself, you free yourself from the tower. This also brings surprises, really good surprises. So yes, the Page of Cups, there will be new love. Absolutely. But you're not going to see it coming. It will be a shock. I don't know why. I feel like it could be someone new, but at the same time, what's also coming through to me intuitively, there could be someone that finds out that, wow, Sagittarius is single. I need to message Sagittarius. I'm getting that. Someone finds out that you're single and they need to message you. It could be someone new also, but I am getting that like someone may be shocked to find out Sagittarius is single. Message it. If we look at the Ace of Swords, so yes, you are getting that mental clarity. And look at this. This is amazing. Sagittarius, you also finish with Sagittarius energy of temperance. Balance gets restored, harmony gets restored. What a difference from this Sagittarius. You can see the transformation. So we actually finish with you. This is the card of love and devotion. It's about being patient. So Sagittarius, even though there is love, you're not going to be impulsive and just rush into it. You're going to be very curious, yes, because you have the Ace of Swords, but at the same time, you're going to be approaching the situation not impulsively, just with caution. You want to get to know the person, you want to get to know their values, what's important to them, what's their story. So you want to know, in other words, this person holding the seashells, does this person bring balance into my life? Does this person bring peace? And judging by the cards, the surrounding cards, yes, I'm actually going to say that, yes, this person brings harmony and peace. Absolutely. Remember, you're moving away from this, the Ten of Swords, Sagittarius. You're finally going to be finding peace and harmony. This, no, will no longer be. Just like here behind the deck, the Ten of Swords, and you weren't moving on from this person. Like when I say you weren't moving on, the situation with your person was always a bit slow. It wasn't progressing as much. Good news is that look at this. Finally, the Ten of Swords gets replaced by the Temperance card, where your mental health gets restored, the body gets restored, because I feel like your body has been very, very tired, especially sore around your neck and shoulders. So this burden, this stress, the anxiety, don't worry, that's going to be a thing of the past. What I'm actually happy to say, Sagittarius, you come out winning. You come out winning because finally there is someone that restores harmony. There's someone that actually brings excitement to the table. And you're going to know that straight away, especially with the Ace of Swords. So remember, Sagittarius, you are on the right path. You went into this relationship with the best intentions. Even though it didn't work out, there's something better for you. There's happiness waiting for you, Sagittarius. Thank you so much, Sagittarius, for joining me. Power to you. I wish you the absolute best, and I'll see you at the next reading. Bye for now.